You see this man? I want to tell you a story about him, but before I do, don't forget to subscribe, follow, like and share this video so that more people will reach good morals from God. Alright, so this man was a religious leader. He was a Pharisee, and one day he was going to the temple to pray, just like we all do. But on his way, he saw a tax collector kneeling down by the side of the road. Now you need to know that tax collectors were despised by the religious leaders, because they collected taxes for the Roman Empire. They saw them as collaborators and hated them. So this Pharisee looks down on the tax collector and says, "Hey, why don't you come and pray at the temple with me?" The tax collector replies, "No, thanks, I'm good here." But the Pharisee insists. He says, "Come on now, let's go together." So the tax collector stands up and follows the Pharisee to the temple. When they get there, the Pharisee walks up to the altar and begins to pray. And he thanks God that he's not like the tax collector, that he doesn't cheat people, that he doesn't steal, that he's not an adulterer, that he pays his taxes, that he honors his parents, that he's kind to the poor. In other words, he's basically saying, "God, I'm better than that tax collector." And when he's done, he turns to the tax collector and says, "Well, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and pray." The tax collector looks down and says, "God, have mercy on me, a sinner." And as soon as he does, the Pharisee looks up in shock. He can't believe that this sinner would dare pray in the temple. But then something amazing happens. Jesus, who was standing nearby, looks up and says, "This man, the tax collector, went home justified before God. For everyone who exalts himself will be humbled, but he who humbles himself will be exalted." And that's the story I want you to remember. If you exalt yourself, if you think you're better than others, then God will humble you. But if you humble yourself and realize that you're a sinner in need of God's mercy, then God will lift you up. Tax collectors were some of the most hated people in the world, but they also had the opportunity to hear the good news and become followers of Jesus. In fact, Matthew, who wrote this gospel, was once a tax collector. So don't ever think you're too good for God. No matter who you are or what you do, you can come to Him just the way you are and receive His mercy and His grace. And that's all I have for you today. Please remember to subscribe, follow, like, and share this video so that more people will reach good morals from God. Until next time, God bless you.